Okay, so what do we got here for a picture?
So it looks like maybe circles going off, getting smaller and smaller circles going that way.
Yeah, it does kind of look like circles. But what is this?
It's the Mandelbrot set.
Yeah, this is the Mandelbrot set. It is probably going to be hard to see on screen, but Mathematica has a function just called Mandelbrot set plot.
It shows the Mandelbrot set.
And it shows you the Mandelbrot set. And it allows you to do some things. So I'm going to show you, I actually forgot to look how many iterations it uses before it stops. And it colors things different colors when they go away slower and faster, so you see a little bit more of the structure. But if I change the iterations, if I stop after, say, 5 iterations? Max iterations, 5. What do you think is going to happen if I only check 5 iterations to see if something's, say, gone outside of the circle of radius 2?
Well, it might be a less detailed picture.
Okay.
Yeah, much less detailed.
Much less detailed. And what do you think it's going to look like when I go to, say, well, you choose. How many iterations do you want to look at
20.
next? 20.
So a little more detailed. So it's a lot more detailed. It's a lot more detailed, but it's still honing down.
Okay, so where are some places where you think aren't quite right yet?
Well, these little places here, that was toned down a little.
Okay.
On the Mandelbrot.
All right, so how many iterations do you want to do now?
100.
100, okay. So we can play around. We go to 100 iterations.
This might have been where they stopped.
Yeah, that kind of does look like the original picture, so maybe they naturally stopped at 100 iterations.
We could try 500 iterations.
Okay, sure, we can do one more. But let's after this we'll move on because it's going to get to a point where we can't tell the difference. That's pretty sharp.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool. So another thing this Mandelbrot set plot allows you to do is zoom in different places. Now, I wish I had done a little more prep work and I could just click to zoom in, but we can manually zoom in. So in order to zoom in, what you do is you put in the bottom right-hand corner of the box, which here it looks like it's -2, maybe 1.3 or something like that.
-2.
And then the top corner of the box. But where would you like to zoom in?
How about on that top little circle? Not this one, but yeah, that one.
This one, okay. So it looks like that's between -1.5 and 1 on the x-axis.
And then on the y-axis.
And maybe we'll try to keep it a square. So how wide is that square from -1.5 to 1?
So that's 0.5.
Okay. So I'll go 0.25 up and 0.25 down.
All right.
Okay. So I'll start at -1.5. -1.5 minus 0.25i. And I'll go to -1, so that's going 0.5 over. And can you tell me where I get if I go 0.25 or 0.5 up?
You would go you get to 0.5.
Well, I'm at -0.25i.
You get.
And I want to go up 0.5.
So 0.75i.
Well, I'm at -0.25. Remember.
So it would be 0.25.
0.25i. That's right. Plus 0.25i. And so that's going to zoom me in a box down here. So we expect to see a little bit more detail down here. So let's see what we see. I need a brace there. All right.
Ooh, cool. So I guess this would be that circle there. So there's like tinier versions of this along here and there.
Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Sure looks like it. Where can we zoom in now, do you think? That would be kind of fun.
How about that like really tiny one right there?
Oh, yeah.
So
all right, so what are the coordinates that we want to zoom in
that
on
one
there?
looks like it's right on the origin. It's like it is on that. It's on the line, the real axis.
It's on the real axis. Okay, so we'll try to be symmetric up above and below it. Now here's 0.1.
So how about 0.05?
Okay, so I'll go -0.05 down, and I'll go plus 0.05 up. Okay, so how tall is my square going to be?
Your square is going to be 0.1 tall.
Okay, and it looks like if I start at minus 0.5, I would go over to minus 1.4 if I wanted to be 0.1?
Yeah. Let's see. So that would be it. It's a mini Mandelbrot set.
Yeah. Do you want to try to zoom in on it one more time?
Sure. All right.
Okay, so we'll do that for the next movie. We'll talk about it off camera, and then we'll zoom in and come back for the next movie.